Hey everyone, and welcome back to another GTA Online video. Today we're going to talk about big planes and how Rockstar's logic towards them makes absolutely no sense. So the three main large planes that we have in the game at the moment are the Bombushka, the Volatile, and the Avenger. We're mainly going to be talking about the Bombushka and the Volatile because the Avenger is a rare occurrence that actually makes sense aside from the armor bug it has. We'll start off with the Bombushka since that one was released first. This ginormous plane cost over $6 million without a trade price before upgrades. And what do you get? A slow plane with explosive guns and bombs. But you know what else has explosive guns and bombs? The Rogue. And the Rogue only costs about $1 million to buy an upgrade. And on top of that, it's much faster. Now, the Bombushka's explosive guns are a one-of-a-kind due to their range, so I'll give it that. But it can't carry any more bombs than the other planes, despite it being 3 times the size of the other planes. The RC Bandito, a little toy car, can take more rockets than the huge Bombushka. And probably the funniest part about this plane is that players were clever and used the Bombushka's cargo bay to store post-op vans or other cell mission cargo to make the mission easier. And Rockstar actually completely blocked off being able to put vehicles in the back of it. The only way to fix this is to revert it back to its stock form. So now if you want to use this method for carrying post-op vans across the map, you have to do it with a stock Bombushka, which goes even slower than the upgraded one. Rockstar, wouldn't it be in your best interest to make every single vehicle viable and useful so that people want to spend money on them to increase your shark card sales? Patching the one and only thing that made the Bombushka useful is completely doing the opposite of that. The Bombushka should have MOC-like armor. I'm talking upwards of 60 homing rockets to destroy it. Then, as it gets closer to getting destroyed, maybe it starts beeping like the tanks do when they're about to blow up. That would be worth $6 million. Now, the Volatile design decisions make me want to facepalm even more than the Bombushkas, if I'm being honest. This plane could have been so much more than what it is now. Well, first we have to discuss the bug that it still has over a year after its release. When you get locked onto by a homing missile in any aircraft in GTA Online, you hear a little beeping indicator. Well, in the Volatile, you hear nothing. You just get a nice rocket surprise, so unless you're looking back non-stop, you aren't going to know when to pop your countermeasures. This has been in the game for over a year now, and again, this shows the double standard for patching glitches. I'm so confused on how something so simple like the lock-on feedback noise is not patched over a year later. Now I want to fill you guys in on something about the Volatile. So in the Doomsday Heist setup mission that this is used in, the bombs actually have a bigger blast radius than what they do in free mode. And on top of that, it can drop 10 bombs at a time instead of the usual 5. Well, in free mode, those features don't carry over for reasons I will never know. Also in the Doomsday Heist, the whole reason that you're using that plane in the first place is because of the stealth technology that it has. In free mode, it's probably the least stealthy vehicle because it's literally a huge Dorito flying around. The only pros of this plane are that it's pretty fast, and it can carry 100 bombs instead of 50. And that might actually matter if you could survive that long to use all 100 bombs with the lock-on feedback bug and the horrible armor. This would have been the perfect plane to put permanent off the radar on, and by that I mean while you're using the weapons too, not like how the Akula works. If not that, then give it lock-on immunity. It would make it a funny way to troll Oppressor Mark IIs because it would be near impossible for them to take you out with how fast it is. Along with that, it should have unlimited bombs because it's literally a bomber plane. And then give it some more armor, not as much as I said for the Bombushka, but enough so that it's not out-armored by the RC car. And don't even say that this would be OP because we have this in the game. Nothing will ever be as overpowered as the Oppressor Mark II, except for the Oppressor Mark III. Or if they release like an Alien DLC and they give us a UFO with a cloaking device, maybe that'll be more OP than the Oppressor. I'm kind of curious what goes on in their heads when they design these planes. It's almost like they just put up a bunch of numbers on the wall to represent the number of rockets the vehicle can take, and then they spin around the room with a dart and then throw it and choose whichever one it lands on. The RC Bandito being as tanky as a giant military plane is just such a joke. Anyways, that is going to be all for this video. If you guys enjoyed or found it interesting, feel free to leave a like, as well as subscribe to my channel for more guide and PvP related content. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.